What's up, you guys? It's your girl Lee Hayes of the Beautifulee Uncensored podcast, where we uncensor our expression, challenge our deceptions, and shift our perceptions. Through each episode, we'll navigate the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful aspects of life. Hopefully, by the end of each episode, you'll be able to live a little more, laugh a little more, and love a little more. We each glow differently because we're designed beautifully. Today, I'm just going to hop straight into this episode because what's been going on? Somebody been working hard to try to get me to not record my episodes and to not feel connected to my episodes. But guess what we're going to do? We still going to get into it. Oh my gosh, guys. No, but seriously, have y'all ever tried to get into something and you finally started doing something that you actually care about? And it's like every single thing just keeps popping up out of nowhere, just trying to distract you, trying to make you feel like you can't do it, trying to make you feel like you don't have enough time, trying to make you feel like what else? Trying to make you feel like your audio is not working correctly. Trying to make you feel like what else has been going on? Trying to make you feel like things are not being charged. The laptop don't want to be charged when you need it to be charged. Trying to rain on your parade, literally. Trying to, what else? Not have the right lighting. Like all type of stuff. I'm just like, I'm so over it. I'm so over it. But that just leads me right into this podcast episode because right now I'm just talking off the dome of what I feel like I need to talk about because I wrote up a whole, bullet points of things that I want to discuss right now. But I feel like at this point in my life where I'm at, I feel like I need to just talk and talk about what it is that God has laid on me and just the way that I've been feeling because I just want this journey of me sharing my podcast or just sharing my life through video because that's really what this podcast is for me. Is me navigating my way through life. I just want this to be as authentic and as organic as possible. And of course, I'm not going to sit here and say that there won't be certain things that I do want to write and list and say, okay, this is something important that I still want to discuss. But either way, the point of this podcast is for me to exude my authenticity and just the way that I've really been feeling and how I've been navigating my way through these emotions and through the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful storms of life. Today I really, really want to talk about, and it's so crazy because I actually spoke about this yesterday on a Zoom call, but I really want to talk about what it's like to be chosen. And I know a lot of people are like, what do you mean? Like, you're the chosen one? Like, you what you mean? What you mean? But we're all chosen. We are all chosen. And when you are a chosen one, there will be so many obstacles that come your way. There will be so many things that come out to try to destroy you, that don't want you to succeed. When you put out there to God and to people and to everyone else that you're going to finally start walking in your purpose and the things that you are passionate about, there's going to be so many obstacles that get in your way and that try to deter you from wanting to do what it is that God has laid on your heart, on your mind, on your body, on your soul, on your spirit to do and to exude. There will be so many different things that you will have to overcome. And there will be so many different seasons that you'll have to go through when you're just trying to navigate this life and your way through everything, like everything. And I say that to say, when you are chosen and you finally begin to walk in your purpose, do not let up. Do not let up. Surround yourself with people and with energy that is going to uplift you throughout this journey and support you throughout this journey, and keep it real with you and be genuine with you. Because you don't need, that's another thing, you don't need yes men on this journey. You do not need yes men. I don't want a yes man in my corner. I also don't want someone that's gonna, just be disrespectful to me either. But I still need somebody that's gonna keep it real with me and be like, hey, Lee, I really like this episode, or I really like what you're doing, but I think you should get into networking more, or I think that you should, I don't know, just something, anything, but something that you can tell that people have good intentions for you for. You need to surround yourself with people that have good intentions for you when you are on the journey to, I want to say, success, because success looks different for everybody. My definition of success may not be what the Pope's definition of success is. I don't know why the Pope just popped in my brain. That's so random. Like, I'm not even Catholic, but I don't know. That's just the point that I'm making. My definition of success will look so different than someone that is just getting to high school, or someone that is looking to pursue a career within the medical field, or someone that is on their deathbed. And the point that I'm making is, when you are chosen and you recognize and you finally come to terms with the fact that you are chosen, you need to stop comparing your journey to everybody else's journey that you see. You need to stop comparing yourself, guys. We need to. And I'm only saying this because I've been a victim of this for a long time. And that's why, there's been times where I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do my podcast, or, maybe I should delay this process, or, I'm not that great of a singer, or I'm not that great of a actor, or any of the things that I've actually tried to navigate or do within my life. Comparison is truly the thief of joy, guys. And if we want to succeed in the ways that we know that we are capable of, and we know that God has truly instilled within us, we need to recognize that there will be obstacles along the way. That is why it is so important to like I said in my first episode, and if you guys didn't see that, definitely check it out. That's episode 1. Truly, that's always going to be my baby episode, because I feel like, if you guys actually checked it out, you guys will see why. But nonetheless, I was just talking to you guys about how to motivate yourself in your 20-somethings. But I'm only referencing that video because I spoke about the importance of being connected to your higher power, being connected to your spirituality. Truly, when you are on a journey of of recognizing that you are a chosen one, you recognize that you are chosen because your higher power has selected you to do something specific on this earth, or on this journey that he or she, or whatever it is that you believe in, has handcrafted for you to navigate and to feel your purpose within. And I also mentioned in that episode, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy to navigate your purpose. I don't know. You see, even this, like, I'm getting pop-ups on my laptop now. When God has a plan for you guys, or when your higher power has a plan for you, or matter of fact, you're born with your higher power having a plan for you. So when you recognize what that plan is that your higher power has for you, and that's been instilled from you from young, from childhood, from birth, actually, when you recognize what that is, and when you do your best to walk within that, it's not going to be an easy journey, but it will be a worthwhile journey. And I say that to say, regardless of what journey you take, it will not be easy. If you walk the journey of living your life to please other people and to to help other people create their visions for themselves, and to pour more money into other people's businesses and into other people's visions, And I say that by saying, working these jobs that we hate, we're just doing all these things that we despise. For example, I'll give you guys an example. Straight out of high school, a lot of us, we end up having to do jobs or just work or whatever the case may be. And, a lot of times our parents would tell us, oh, just get a job to make some extra money. And for me, I ended up doing retail, sales, office management, all these different things. Retail management is what I ended up getting into, sales management, all this stuff. And that was never the direction that I wanted my life to go into. I was just doing it because I was chasing a bag, as they say. And yes, don't get me wrong, guys, money is important. Money becomes a problem when you begin to idolize the money. But when you are someone that is walking in your God-given purpose, that's why I say God-given, or if you have a higher power, your higher power's purpose, having the money is only going to enhance your vision so that you can also impact the lives of other people too. So that's something I also want to put out there. When you are chosen, it will not always be easy in the beginning. Sometimes you may start out with no money at all, or very little money, or even in debt, or whatever the case may be, because we all grow up on different journeys. Me per se, I grew up in middle class, working class family. So there's a lot of things that I did that feel like, okay, I need to work a little harder to do this. And now I'm learning that yes, I can work hard, but I mean, of course, the goal is to work smart. That's really what I would like to do, because y'all, I'll be tired sometimes. But anyways, the point that I'm making is, if you're going to be tired for something, make sure that you're tired because you're actually working towards something that you actually care about, guys. Being miserable and being tired for overworking for something or doing something that you never even felt passionate about or even had any sense of drive or connection to is what leads us down these loopholes of depression, anxiety, all this craziness. All of it. And I'm saying this because I'm just realizing that our generation, and I say our generation because I like to consider myself a millennial, but some people, they wouldn't call me a millennial. But I like to call myself a millennial, but technically I'm like Gen Z. I'm not saying I'm Gen Z. I'm not saying that because I'm not. I have an old soul, so I'm not saying I'm Gen Z, guys. I'm not doing that to myself. But yeah, I'm saying that I'm in between, because I'm still a 90s baby, but I'm like late 90s. You get what I'm saying? So they try to play in our face a little bit when it comes to where we're at on the generational timeline. But anyways, the point that I'm making is, I'm noticing that a lot of people that are around my age, that are in their 20s, their 30s, even people that are older or even younger, because I work in a school, so I see a lot of different personalities as well. I'm noticing that a lot of people are struggling with their identity and with recognizing that they are chosen and that God has chosen them for a specific purpose. And a lot of times, because we are guided and led by people that also do not know their purpose, such as it could be family or even certain teachers or people that we kind of look up to in some type of ways or another, or just have to learn from in other ways, because that is what we've seen growing up, and that's what we've seen throughout our life, and what we're still currently in the process of seeing. We feel like our true heart's desires are not capable of happening. And then once we start thinking that way, and once we stop being able to dream, and I know some people are like, oh, dreaming, you sound so crazy. You sound like you're in La La Land, girl. But like, the reality of it is, when you continue to dream and you don't forget who your childlike self is, because our childlike self most majority, not if all of our childlike selves were dreamers. You know, we all kind of had a sense of what it is that we really wanted to do from when we were children, you know, because God speaks so closely and is so connected to children, you know, and because we're so surrounded by people and we grow up in a world where a lot of people are falling into the practicality of this world, we forget that, or we just don't believe that our purpose is possible. We don't believe it. We just don't think that someone like ourselves is capable of being an actress, a dancer, a model, a teacher, what else? A doctor, you know, a firefighter, a policeman, a designer. I'm just giving random things, a famous painter, you know, especially all of my creatives. Like, I know a lot of people that are in creative spaces. It's so easy to get sucked into this practical box that, you know, society tries to put us into sometimes. And sometimes it does feel a little out of reach when you are creative and you're trying to pursue those things, and it just doesn't look like it's going to work out. Or there's people in your face that you love so much discouraging you or telling you it's time to get a plan B, when truly you didn't even want to get the plan B in the first place. The plan A is where your heart really resided at. You know, and I say that to say, guys, forget a plan B. Forget a plan B. Yes, it is so important to have a backup plan, and I know some people really do feel like that is a great option, and you know, I get it. But at the same time, even if you're on the plan B, don't ever forget about what your plan A was. Or while you have to temporarily work in that plan B or C or even D sometimes, never forget what your plan A was. And that's the problem sometimes when we get so sucked into the loophole of going for plan B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Like, we forget that the plan A is where we really need to be. I think that actually rhymed. That's how you know it's real. The plan A is where we need to continue to reside and to pour ourselves into. And it's so crazy. And I'm saying this to you guys now because I remember being younger, and guys, if you know me personally, and if you don't know me personally, that's okay. We're friends now. But if you guys know me personally from growing up, at any point in life, really, you guys probably knew that I wanted to get into acting or music or content or just something within that creative realm of utilizing my voice. And you know, there were times where I was not consistent, and I would try and I would start and I just wouldn't stick with it. And I'm talking after high school, because after high school is when real life truly starts. I'll be honest with you guys, you know, and that's when, you know, you're influenced more by the things around you, because there's so many people that are living their lives, you know, not in their purpose at all. And they're not fully motivated to do so either, because of the fact that, you know, their surroundings. A lot of the times your surroundings play a big role in those things. But I'm saying all of this to say that, you know, there were times where I would start up things once I got into my 20s, and I just would not be consistent. Or there were times where I would record certain things such as songs or even videos or episodes or just so many different things. I also started my YouTube channel. I talked about that a little bit more on my previous podcast episode. I started my YouTube channel, but in 2019 actually, and I was not consistent. If you guys want to get technical, I actually started my YouTube channel maybe in like 2009, 2010. Me and my sister started a YouTube channel where that's a whole nother thing that I hope you guys actually never stumble upon. But either way, the point that I'm making is I've always been in a creative space where I knew what it is that I wanted to do. But because when I got older, it's like the older you get, the more you're influenced by people around you who are not walking in their purpose and who get so discouraged by other people. And it's kind of like a chain reaction. A chain reaction of people losing their desires to fulfill their purpose and forgetting that they are chosen to do those things. And that once you start, no, it won't be easy, but it will be so much more worthwhile once you just start and you continue. And I'm saying that to say, guys, I have built so much more of a closer relationship with God at this point that it's kind of like he speaks to me and through me, and even through people that I've met, people that I talk to now. It's like, it's kind of like I've realized over time that I cannot stop doing what it is that I love to do. I cannot. Sometimes it may look a little different than it did a few years back, but nonetheless, I cannot stop with the vision that I have for myself. Because at the end of the day, it's not even just about the vision I have for myself. It's the vision that God has for me. And over time, you guys will also realize that the vision that God has for you is also truly, and in the depths of you, the vision that you also have for yourself. Because I hear a lot of people talking about how, like, we need to strip ourselves and just do what God wants for us and do what God wants for us. And sometimes it's hard to think of it like that, because it's like, what if that's not what I want for myself? What if that's not what I want? But when you really, truly, like, get into the word and just do your own research, and I always recommend people to do that. When you do that, you recognize that what God wants for you is what you have always wanted for yourself for the longest of times, because God is the one that instilled that purpose within you. God is the one that did that. And that is why when you get connected to him, you recognize that God is within you. That is why you won't fail when you trust God for your God-given purpose. That is why. That is why you see so many people. A lot of times you see a lot of spiritual people or people that, just have a connection with their higher power. That is why you see them doing their best to walk within their faith, because, we walk by faith, not by sight sometimes. I'm not boiling right now, but I do feel like my spirit is becoming so much more rich and enriched each time that I read the word, and each time that I read the word and also talk to other people that God speaks through. I'm so much more encouraged to do what it is that I feel like God has instilled within me. And also, guys, if you're having trouble with recognizing what it is that you are chosen to do on this earth, I truly, truly do recommend that you guys just continue to seek God throughout your journey. I ask that you guys just continue to fill yourself and surround yourself with people and with energy that is conducive to what it is that you need right now. And I'm not saying everyone that you need to be around needs to be on the exact same journey as you, because sometimes you need some contrast, But the point that I'm making is you need to surround yourself with people that are, if not on the same level as you, then doing better than you. And that's in so many different ways, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whatever it is that you need, even if it's all of the above, you need to find those people that you can connect with that can provide you with that sense of fulfillment that you need to keep yourself going and to move closer into the direction of walking into your purpose. Your purpose could be anything. I'm not too sure what everybody's purpose is, Sometimes I feel like because I definitely came to the conclusion that over the course of the years that I definitely am an empath. And that is definitely one of the gifts that God has provided me with. But sometimes I do feel like I can feel and I can sense, different things with certain people and things that they're good at. But that also comes with also being a naturally observant person as well. And that's something that we can all we can all also develop in some sense too. But at the end of the day, only you know what it is that God has instilled within you. And with that being said, You need to trust your process. Guys, this is how you know it's real, because I'm now realizing that the last potentially 15 to 16 minutes of the podcast that I recorded was not even recorded through my audio, through the mic. And this is what I mean by when you start walking in your purpose, there's going to be so many obstacles, guys. There's going to be so many different things that try to come in a way to deter what it is that God has written for you. And I'll be honest, today has been a trying day for me. It's been a lot for me to even get to recording this episode. It's just been so many different things happening. Not even just today. Now that I think about it, this whole week has been very trying for me to even get to the point of recording this episode. But nonetheless, here we are, still going strong. Episode 2. And I just want to leave it off by saying, guys, you are chosen. God has a plan for you. And just continue to trust him and continue to surround yourself with people that also recognize what your gift is and recognize what it is that you are capable of bringing to the world and what your vision is. And people that won't allow you to just bury your vision as well. People that also will not allow you to bury your vision are very important to have in this life as well. So, yes, guys, you are chosen. Continue to walk in your purpose. And if you feel like you don't exactly know what your purpose is, continue to dig deep and meditate and pray on it. And just trust your intuition, because your intuition is connected to God. So with that said, guys, I hope you guys have an amazing day. And I'm going to go try to do some woo-saws right now, because I'll be honest, I'm very annoyed. Like, I'm still going to put out this episode, and the people that are really looking for a word are still going to watch it regardless of the audio that gets a little messed up in the middle. And I pray that people still watch all the way through, because I really think this was a valuable episode. But yeah, just goes to show that there is always going to be obstacles, guys. Like, my gosh, you just gotta keep going. But yes, guys, definitely like, comment, subscribe to this channel if you guys enjoyed this episode, or if you liked the episode before, or if you guys just want to see what's coming up next. I really appreciate all you guys so much for watching fully through. Yeah, have a great day, guys.